Good morning, Mitikai Oraison. In November 2021, my son was shot. He's 19 years old now. He was 18 then. He is still dealing with the effects of this very traumatic incident. He still carries a bullet in his spinal column. He's been in and out of the hospital. He will probably have to deal with this for the rest of his life. Now, his best friend, Josh, was with him that day, and Josh was murdered that day. I rejoice my son is alive and safe and home with his parents, but I'm not rejoicing because my son survived and Josh didn't. I am not so horribly insensitive and ignorant and callous and stupid to think that there's some sort of competition here. That, yay, my son survived and your son didn't. Oh, how sad. I do not rejoice because my son is alive. I rejoice because of how he's alive, how he was saved. You see, Josh had written in his journal the night before that he was going to break off his friendship with my son because my son was putting him in dangerous situations. Now, my son didn't know of Josh's intentions, and Josh decided, well, I'm going to stop by and visit him the next day. So they're in my son's rented pad and they're watching TV. The thugs break in. The thugs actually said, they've stated this, that their intent was to kill my son. Instead, my son survives. Josh takes a bullet to his heart, gets up, runs out the back, jumps the fence, lands in the neighbor's yard, dies in the neighbor's yard. Now, sadly, in this neighborhood, gunshots are not enough to warrant a call to the police. But the neighbors saw Josh's body in the backyard, called the police, said there's a corpse back here. That's a priority call. The police were there within minutes, fewer than 5. They investigate, they look around, they find my son next door in his pad, bleeding out on the floor. If Josh had not stopped by that day, and then all the other incidents, he takes the shot, he survives long enough to get to the neighbor's yard, dies there. If this hadn't happened, my son would have died. He would have bled out, and he would not be with us. My faith has deepened tremendously. And I spend every day, I've spent my life in a spiritual quest, but since this happened, the spiritual quest is toward knowing the Father, the Son, the Spirit better. Studying Scripture and just getting to know people of God and going deeper into my own faith. It's the way that my son was saved. Now, Josh was born again. Something else that my son didn't know. But he was born again. He is with the Father right now, and his parents and I and my wife and son take comfort in that. And Josh's siblings take comfort in that. My son still has some things to do. And the good Lord used Josh so that my son can discover and pursue his purpose and his knowledge of the Father, Son, and Spirit. What better testimony is there than this? Peace. 4 fingers.